I got to talk about this. This is something we all know, but nobody's really saying it. It gets said from time to time, but nobody's going to take a hard stance and be like, enough is enough. Okay, Mitch McConnell left in an ambulance like a month ago, and nobody's seen the guy since. A lot of people think Mitch McConnell's dead. I'm gonna have to agree he might be. The man's 84 years old. It's possible he's died. There's a lot of people that have died in Congress. Why is Congress a retirement home? We have far too many people. Mitch McConnell was born in 1942. World War II was still going on when Mitch McConnell was born. That's insane to me. That is fucking insane. Here's an article from The Guardian I wanted to show. The headline here is Mitch McConnell secretly deceased? So I saw that and I'm like, well, what happened? So I jumped over to CNN. Mitch McConnell was loaded into an ambulance on a stretcher, according to eyewitness and new video. So they got the video. Emergency responders took Senator Mitch McConnell on an ambulance. To an ambulance on a stretcher after being called to his home last month for a report of an unconscious person, according to the new video of the incident and an eyewitness account. Okay, so where's he at? So jump back over to The Guardian. Mitch McConnell mystery deepens as health questions remained unanswered. Mystery surrounding Senator Mitch McConnell's health is deepening as the U.S. Congress prepares to return from recess next week. McConnell, 84, has not been seen in public since he was admitted to hospital in the Washington area on June 14th. Nearly a month later, the Kentucky Republican's office has released only sparse updates saying he's continuing to improve and remains engaged with Senate business while refusing to disclose the nature of his illness or explain why he remains hospitalized. Okay, so here's what I have to say. Why do we have people that are so old, if they have a fall, allegedly, it takes them a month in the hospital running our country? Why do we have people that are so old that we're not surprised when people come out with articles and say, hey, dude might have died? Like, legit, dude might have died. And it's like, okay, because, initially, I had this whole planned conversation about corruption and police forces being corrupt and all this because I had some shit go down over the weekend that was bullshit. But instead, I saw this and I'm like, okay, well, I got to talk about this here because we're just at a point where nothing's real. Everything's just fake, phony bullshit. The people that are running our country are fossils. They're all 70, 80, 90 years old. Even Donald Trump is too fucking old. We need to put age limits. We have an age restriction. You can't become president until you're 35, I think it is. But we don't have a limit where, okay, you're now 62. You can't be president anymore. Why is the national age of retirement, whatever it is, I think it's 68 or something, 65, 68, 70, whatever the fuck it is. Call it 68 for argument's sake. You hit 68, you're no longer eligible for Congress. You're no longer eligible for public office. Local office, whatever, I don't care. Your state, I don't care if you got a 100-year-old on your fucking school board. I don't care about that. I'm talking about our federal government. Why is it that people that were born before computers existed are running the most powerful nation in the world? People that were born before you could send a text message. People that were born before Google was even an idea because computers didn't exist to have Google on are running our country. And we're just sitting back going, okay, yeah, cool. Our president is 81 years old. Or no, wait. Was that Biden? It was 81. How old is Trump? I think he's 81. How old is Donald Trump? There we go. Oh, I'm sorry. Trump's 80. Trump's 80. An 80-year-old man should not be president, in my opinion. Now, I'm not saying we impeach him. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying he's not fit to be president. I'm saying at 80 years old, you should have better things to do than try to be the president. At 80 years old, you should be retired, especially if you're someone like Donald Trump, who's been a fucking billionaire for 40 years. When you have these people that are obscenely wealthy, and they're like, oh, well, I want to go get into public office and make even more money through corruption because I'm about to die. I don't care. I just want to make more money. What are you making more money for, first of all? And second of all, why? Stop. You're fucking all of us over. You're fucking the rest of us by just doing whatever the hell you want to do. It's like the rest of us can't get ahead because there's all these old people making millions in Congress, and now Congress is corrupt, and now you can't get into Congress to fix it unless you're fucking part of the problem, and the problem never solves itself. Because these people, look at Nancy Pelosi. How old is she? I think she's like 90 fucking 2 or some shit. Like, Nancy Pelosi is like, I don't know, 407 years old. Like, Nancy Pelosi was in the room when Jesus was crucified, I'm pretty sure. Nancy Pelosi's 86 years old. And I think it was only a couple years ago. Is she still the is Nancy Pelosi still the speaker? No, she's not. When did Nancy Pelosi stop being speaker? When did Nancy Pelosi become Speaker of the House? Let's see. I think it was in like the 70s. Maybe she got into government in the 70s. I'm not sure. Pelosi became the first speaker, the first female speaker in 2007 and resigned in... Oh, she regained in 2019, and her second tenure lasted until 2023. So from 2007 to 11, and then from 19 to 23, she was speaker. So if she's 86, she'd have been 83. Speaker of the House was 83 years old. Speaker of the House is now 84 years old. I think Mitch McConnell is the Speaker of the House now. Regardless, why do we have people that are ancient doing these jobs? These people don't know what a fucking... They don't know anything about modern technology. They don't know... Look, I talked to a guy the other day, yesterday. I was out riding my dirt bike, and this dude flagged me down to be like, hey, man, cool bike. And we bullshit for a little while. And this dude was, I don't know, mid-late 30s, maybe early 40s. And this man tells me he can't figure out how to download offline maps on his phone. And I'm like, hey, I don't know how to do that either. Fucking, these people are so old, they don't know what an offline map... Their idea of an offline map is a piece of paper. They don't understand that you can have offline maps that are actually fucking on your phone. Their idea of an offline map is paper. Their idea of offline maps are directions by MapQuest. Their idea of offline maps are an atlas. These people don't know what the fuck technology is. They are out of touch. They've made their millions. They don't care about the economy. They have no stake in the status of the world other than I'm getting mine, so fuck you. You get a bunch of 35-year-olds in there, and it's like, well, I better not fuck this up because I got another 30 years to go before I die. I got a good, at least another 30 in me before I die, maybe more. You know, fucking 35, life expectancy is what, 80? So yeah, about another 35 to go. No, wait, that would be 70. 45 to go. There we go. I was getting there. I'm not great at math, okay? But, you know, they're like, I've still got a good amount of time ahead of me. I better not fuck this up because it might screw me over. These people being in their 70s, 80s, fucking probably 90s. How old was Ruth Bader Ginsburg when she died? I think she was pushing fucking 90. And she died in office. Ruth Bader Ginsburg died in 2020, and she was 87 years old. She was still a Supreme Court justice when she died. At 87. Why do we have an 87-year? You're almost 90 and you're making laws for people in their 20s. The laws you make, you will never see come to fruition, and you might be screwing an entire generation of people. Why do you think people my age can't buy houses? We can't get a $100,000 loan to buy a house, but we can get $300,000 loans to get to go to school. Nobody sees a problem with that. Nobody's like, wait a minute, that math don't add up. Nobody sees a red flag there and says, hey, wait a minute. Why is that? Nobody asks the questions. It's just like, oh, okay, well, yeah, you can't have that job. Fuck you. You can't buy that house. Fuck you. Well, why can't I have that job? Because there's some 90-year-old holding it, never going to retire. So, fuck you. You can't have it. It's like, well, why can't I have it? I want that job. I'm qualified for it. This person should have retired 20 years ago. Yeah, but they're 84 and they want to keep working. They should have retired 20 years ago. These people aren't retiring. I talk about this all the time. My dad is 60. He was born in 1962. It's 2026. My dad's 64 years old. 64. One more year and my dad should be retiring. My dad is not ready to retire for another 5 or 10 years. He probably will retire. He's not going to be doing this job until he's fucking 80. But my point is, boomers are staying in the workforce longer than necessary. My mother and her husband are both nearing retirement age. They have no intention of retiring. My mother maybe, because she works part-time for an attorney. Maybe she might retire. But her husband has no intention of retiring. He's got no intention of retiring anytime soon. That man's going to keep working. And yeah, it's honorable, okay. But you're not leaving jobs for people my age. You're not leaving any jobs that pay us well enough that we can buy a home. You're not leaving us jobs that pay us well enough that we can buy cars. We're inadvertently destroying the economy because old people aren't leaving any jobs. They're not leaving any jobs at all. They're staying in the Walmart jobs. They're staying in the factory jobs. They're staying anywhere boomers are. They won't leave. These people won't leave government. My big issue is with the government, right? We shouldn't have people that are, oh, I got 5 more years in me and I might die, so fuck it, I'm just going to do what I want. We shouldn't have that running our country. That is not the answer here. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what we do. I mean, the only thing I could think we could do is not necessarily a term limit, but an age limit. Mandatory retirement. The military does it. At a certain point, you're forced out of the military. I would not be opposed to mandatory retirement for any congressperson, anyone in government above, call it 70. Anyone, I'll put it to you this way. If you were born before black people could vote, you probably shouldn't be allowed to fucking make laws. How about that? I mean, you know, if you were born before the civil rights movement, maybe fucking no. I mean, shit, some of these people, I think Ruth Bader Ginsburg, she's still pulled up. 1933 she was born. 1933. She was a little girl when World War II happened. She was a kid. She was 10 years old when World War II ended. Well, it should have been, 11 or 12, but you get my point. She distinctly remembered World War II. She could have vividly had memories of being a little girl and seeing World War II. Not directly, like not, but like TV and news and stuff. She lived through the Vietnam War. I mean, so did my dad, but you know, you get my point. This woman lived through more conflicts than most people alive have ever seen. Now, granted, my generation, we had the global war on terror. Now we have this Iran shit going on. Um, it's no secret that we like war in this country. It makes money. But I digress, man. We got to do something about these senators and Congress people. And if you're involved in our government processes and you're involved in making the laws in our country, you should not be fucking 84 years old, 87 years old, dying in office. No. And I'm not saying no senator should ever die in office. I mean, sure, there's going to be some dude that has a fucking heart attack at 35 and dies. Okay, that's a different situation, though. We're talking about people that are almost 90 years old in Congress making laws and then dying in office because they refuse to leave. This has to change. This cannot be a thing. If Mitch McConnell is actually not alive and they're hiding it from us, and I don't think that's the case, right? I wouldn't be surprised if they came out and they're like, yeah, actually, Mitch has been dead for 2 weeks. I'd be like, kind of figured. The dude's 100 years old. But it's like, we shouldn't even have the possibility. You remember when everyone thought Biden died? It shouldn't even be a thing that we consider because the man's so old. Nobody thought Biden died because, like, oh, he got assassinated. No, we were like, oh, homie died because he's fucking ancient. Homie died when the hard R was casual conversation. Or I'm sorry, homie was alive when the hard R was casual conversation. He grew up with the hard R being casual conversation. Maybe we shouldn't be electing people that are that old. Anyway, that's all I got. I got nothing else for you. Let's see y'all tomorrow. Who knows what we're going to talk about tomorrow? It really feels like we're just in a reality show at this point. But yeah, I got some stuff to take care of tomorrow, so it'll probably be a later one like this. But yeah, that's all I got for you. I'll see y'all in the next one. Later, dinks. Dinks?